Hey guys, it's Clint, the Mad Modeler. Just a quick update on what I've been doing the last couple of days. I have done a little painting. I drug in my big compressor again from the garage because the little airbrush one that it seems like everybody has. It's the little, what type is it? It's not the belt type, it's the piston type. Forgive me. The piston type, it just doesn't keep up. Doesn't seem to matter how I've got the moisture trap setting, it just struggles to keep up. And then was it James Duvall? He had asked a question, he was having some issues, and then lo and behold, Cohen, thank you for posting your video in response to that, because you pretty much have the same compressor as the rest of us, but it's mounted on what I'm assuming is a 1-gallon tank. At least that's the size it looks like by the pictures I find. Well, I can find that tank on eBay for $23. So I'm going to be buying that. And the same type of regulator that's on the larger compressor that has the dial with the red portion on it that everybody's familiar with, at least on the larger compressors. And that will fit right on the bench in here and be out of the way and nice and quiet, so I can work late into the wee hours and not make a racket, because the large garage compressor is electric and man, it's loud. So thank you guys for the question on the compressor and all of the answers, because it not only hopefully helped James, but solved some problems on my end as well. Muchos gracias. And I don't know the details. I saw a video from Gilbert Red Dragon and Alex Modeling that our buddy Freddy, Mr. Duarte, hasn't been feeling well and I guess is facing a surgery. So I sent a message myself, and maybe you guys ought to send one as well. Just if nothing else, just to say howdy. So take care of yourself, brother. Hope all goes well, because it sounds like it's going to be sooner than later that this thing happens. And that's about all I know. I'm getting it secondhand. I haven't actually talked to Freddy, so hope you're well, brother. I'm going to move on to what painting I've done. Now, I didn't prime the Catalina, and I've appreciated it. I skipped the priming, well, kind of for two reasons. It's light colored plastic, and I don't think there's a spot on this that hasn't already been scuffed by sandpaper, and that's the honest to goodness truth. So after clamping and gluing and puttying, she's getting there. Because of this light, that plastic, it's funny, it takes on a light blue, but it's a light gray. It's primer color for sure. So, and I was so thrilled that the airbrush happened to be working the way it was that day. I must have had the paint thinned out just right, because I ended up having to take a phone call, and that phone call led to having to search the house for a couple of items, and was able to come back to the airbrush and thought for sure of how to get the dried tip out and get back to work. It was ready to go. Knock on wood, it was ready to go. So did that. The Pack 40 I went ahead and gave a coat of black since, like I said, it was out being used anyway, and I've seen a couple of builders out there that go with just base black, and I know, forgive me, is it QDC? QBs? Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. Uh, well, I painted this black for no particular reason at all. That guy. Thank you, dude. You do an excellent job on your building. So, uh, yeah, the plane that you just did, I kind of liked at the ending where you surprised yourself how well you did. You're a champ, brother. So anyway, yeah, got the black laid down on the Pack 40, and thank you for your responses on painting the figures. Um, and Aaron, as you were aware of, I went and watched your videos, and the thinning of the paint. You know, I got that portion of it prior to your videos, and I understood that, but the part I guess that was eluding me was to get the extra paint out of the brush before actually touching it to the piece. And as you mentioned in the video, because it's thinner, then it will tend to run into places where you don't particularly want that paint. And to something that might seem painfully obvious to others, that was a big help to me. So I took the German uniform green that I had, and I went ahead and added a little black to it because it just seemed too green and pretty. And then there in the creases of the clothes, and I doubt that this poor camera is going to pick it up, I've done, like even under the arm sections there, I darkened the black or the green with black as I went, and did extra coats and smaller patches, hoping to create shading. And I guess I was hoping to create the same thing a wash would create, but instead of covering the whole piece and wiping away, I just tried to work with smaller portions. And next it's going to be moving on to the skin tones. That's a flesh tone on there, but that I don't like. It's, yeah. And then of course I've got a darker skin. I saw the new set, is it out by Vallejo? The flesh tones. I believe it was Lenny that I first saw with it. Maybe I'll have to try something like that. Work with that wet palette idea and just tone it down and down and down into the shaded areas. See how that goes. Um, you know what? I keep doing that. I apologize. I was going to bring up something to do with the car that I'm working on, but I will save that for a different update. So you that are not particularly interested in that can just skip that one, and vice versa. So still raining in California, no sun. Rejoice in that because the sun's coming back. It has to. I got a message from Atomic Dog that you enjoy watching my rambling. And that's appreciated because that's exactly what it is, rambling. I have no idea where this one-sided conversation is going to go, and sometimes I surprise myself where I end up and how I get there. I have no idea. And you look different without the goatee, brother. Yet you do. Somebody had cracked a joke about you probably lost 10 pounds shaving that thing off. I would have to agree. Ah, that's better. Wow. Holy crap, I can see again. Jesus, my dog must have licked the lenses. This is nice. So, yeah. The, the goatee, you look younger, brother. If I lose any more hair, But I'm past that point. Past that point where I get rid of hair and I look younger. I still just look old and beat up. It's a sad situation. One of these days I'll have to post some photos at the end of a video. I used to mess around with Photoshop, and I had done like you, but only in Photoshop I got rid of the mustache and goatee, which has been a fixture. If you look back in pictures, I think goes all the way back to about just after 12th grade, I believe, in high school. Before that, it was just a mustache. So, but yeah, in Photoshop, I went and got rid of that, got rid of all the little bit of hair I had left. I am looking younger. Just look like a cue ball. That's it. Just a cue ball. If I would have put some blue chalk on my forehead, I'd have fit right in a pool table. Perfect. Perfect. All right, guys. The weekend is upon us once again. Be safe. Watch out if you're out on the roads, because even if you don't have a drink and get out on the road, you can bet your bottom dollar that there's a ton of other people that don't even concern themselves with that. They belong on the road, and it doesn't matter if they've had 12 beers or 20. So take care of yourselves, your families. Mr. Duarte, well wishes, brother. So sent the message, hope you get it. And if there's anything, just give a brother a shout, man. Give a brother a shout. Take care of yourself, guys. Be good humans. Have a great weekend. Bye.